Hey, what's up soldiers, GregFPS, and a lot of you guys might be wondering how Watch Dogs is if you haven't played it. So today I'm going to kind of give you guys a review of it, what I think of it, is it worth getting, all that sort of stuff. Let's go. Alright guys, so the obvious comparison that a lot of people are making to Watch Dogs is Grand Theft Auto 5, and let's just be honest, they took a long time to make GTA 5, and it's not nearly as good, and I don't think with the DLC and everything, it's never going to be as good as Grand Theft Auto 5. There are some things that are really good about Watch Dogs, but they still just don't even compare to GTA 5. GTA 5 is just a much better game overall, and you got to get that in your head before you even think about purchasing Watch Dogs. So Watch Dogs is a really good game, but it is totally unique. It is a third-person shooter like GTA 5, and I'm sorry, you're going to hear me referencing GTA 5 a lot in this video because that's really the closest game comparison that you can possibly make. The really awesome feature about Watch Dogs is the hacking ability and the ability to hack things. So if you're going through a intersection and there's someone following you, you can turn the light green and then everyone will go, and you might stop the people that are chasing you and that sort of thing. There's also poles behind you. It's always really fun to close the poles as soon as you pass through them and have the cops hit them and never be able to catch you. That's always a lot of fun as well. But the thing about Chicago is it's just not big enough. It's not a big enough map. I feel like if the map was much larger, it would make the game way better, but there's really only so much exploring you can do. And the really annoying thing about this game is there's water everywhere, so you basically can only drive through like the city intersections, and which is really small in size, and then you're eventually gonna have to cross over water. And if you don't have a bridge to go over, then you have to actually get out of your car, you have to swim across, you have to get a boat which goes amazingly slow, and then you get to the other side, and just to swim across it takes probably 4 minutes or so, sometimes less depending on how far the distance is. And it just doesn't, like, I don't have time for that. I just want to get across, I just want a bridge, and that's something that GTA 5 did really well. They had the bridges all set up, where in Watch Dogs you actually have to turn the bridges by hacking them for some of them. And overall, it just kind of sucks, to be honest. Like, I want to just get across. I don't want to wait an extra minute or two for the bridge to turn, for me to drive on it, and then go across. It's just, why? It just doesn't make sense to me. So, in that sense, Watch Dogs is really annoying. It's not big enough. Next, Watch Dogs, the hacking ability is really cool, and it's definitely a unique idea that we've never seen before in a game. So for that aspect, I would say originality, it is like an 8 out of 10, just because everything else we've already seen before in GTA. Besides the hacking ability, that's what pushes it over the edge to make it an 8. And other than that, I mean, the online multiplayer is pretty cool. I would like to have the ability to play more with more people and like larger types of game modes. There's only a few, and they're not really anything spectacular. It's just like 1 versus 1 and the game ends right away. I would like to have the same exact thing, but maybe the first person to win like 3 rounds or something wins, instead of just it's literally 1v1 and then you kill one person and the game's over. Like, it's really stupid. Other than that, I would say the multiplayer online is like a 6 out of 10. But for overall story, that's really where I enjoyed Watch Dogs the most. Now, I played the story and I played through it a lot, and I would say that the overall Watch Dogs story is fantastic. It's definitely like a 9 out of 10, maybe a 9.5, and it's just really original and really good. I felt like I was playing GTA 5, but using a lot more stealth and a lot more tactics, because the really cool thing about Watch Dogs is you actually had to think before you did things. For example, if you're following someone and you're kind of like going around, you actually have to take out enemies as you go, and you can use like just those hidden tactics, stealth mode basically, and you can take out enemies, which is really fun to do. And I really felt like I was playing Assassin's Creed. So overall, this game kind of reminds me of Far Cry 3, Assassin's Creed, and Grand Theft Auto all into one game, which is very unique, and it makes it a lot of fun. And I definitely would say that the story mode is the strongest thing that Watch Dogs has going for it, and it's by far the best because the story mode takes a long time to do. It took me about 20 hours to play on the regular difficulty. Now I'm sure if you played on the harder difficulties it would take much longer. And overall, Watch Dogs is just a great game overall. I can't stress it enough, guys. There are some flaws and there are some things that just aren't really that good about it, but I'm assuming that with the DLC coming out, they're just going to make the game better, and I really hope they update it and add new things to the game as the life cycle of it goes on, so that it's not just the same thing every time. It's more like GTA where we get new I don't know what I was saying. We get new cars and all that sort of stuff. It just makes the game overall more unique and more fun to play as well. So overall, I would give Watch Dogs a 9 out of 10. And I know that's kind of an overstatement considering the other ones that I based it off of, but I would say that the story mode by far is the most important thing that has to go into Watch Dogs because it is primarily a single player game, and overall the story is unique, fantastic, and it felt like I was playing GTA but being more stealthy. So overall, I would say this game is great. Now make sure you guys check it out if you haven't. It's available on PC, Xbox 360, Xbox One, PlayStation 3, and PlayStation 4. And on the PlayStation editions, you also get an extra hour's worth of missions. I happen to get it on the Xbox One, and if you want to play with me on Xbox One, I think we can play against each other or play on a team. My gamer tag is GregFPS space YT, so you guys can add me as well. So thanks for watching, guys. This has been GregFPS, and this is just kind of my review of Watch Dogs, what I think of it. If you have played it or you have bought it, comment down below what you think of it. What would you give it on a scale of 1 to 10 for a rating? Let me know down in the comment section, and I'll see you guys later. This has been GregFPS. Peace out.